So this week I want to talk to you about peace. How can you get your system to a place that's peaceful regularly? Because what you think up here really affects your entire physical presence, right? It really does. So if you're stressed up here, if there are fights going on up here, if there are conflicts and challenges all the time going on in here, then that eventually brings some form of dis-ease in the body because the cells are just following what's going on up here. So can you see how important it really is to have a peaceful mind? Because then the body follows suit. When you have a peaceful mind, inspired thought can come. So there's a much greater opportunity of creativity. But also when you have a peaceful mind, your body becomes balanced and the wholeness that you are emerges or transpires. So the body is able and capable of healing itself if it's in balance. Okay, so I mean there's other factors. What you eat is important, how much water you drink, exercise, output, input, all of that is important. But what's also important, which is what I'm going to talk about today, is how can you make this thing peaceful, guaranteed every time, right? It's a great thing to understand, a wonderful thing to know. So let's have a look at it. So you've heard me say this in many videos. If you've seen my videos, you'll know that I emphasize this regularly. From your point of view, there's only you going on. Yes, everything is all going on outside of you in the physical realm, but your only experience of anything is internal. So let me emphasize that. I'll explain what I mean. Think about, because right now there's tension between North America and North Korea, between America and North Korea. Now, it doesn't matter what your view of that is. Just follow me. When you think about America, you've got a certain set of ideals and beliefs and thoughts and pictures and feelings all around America. If you live outside of it, you'll have learned that from the media. If you've been a few times, you've learned that yourself if you're not American. And if you're in America, you've got the entire feeling of being part of that nation. Now, whether you think the Americans are right or whether you think the North Koreans are right is irrelevant for my example here. So when you think about North Korea, then what goes on for you is also a set of feelings, thoughts, and energy. You've got a whole energy that you've probably learned from the media that tells you, gives you a viewpoint of North Korea. So you're looking at North America, you're looking at North Korea. Now where does the fight, let's imagine there is a fight going on there. There's certainly tension, right? So where does that tension exist from your point of view? Well, from my point of view, it exists inside of me, even though I'm not in North America and I'm not in North Korea. The tension between the two, if I follow the media and I take a side, doesn't matter which one it is, then I have a tension or a conflict inside of me. Now that's a generalized one, which I'm not involved in, but it shows me, again, if I do get involved and follow the media wholeheartedly, then I get to see a tension. If I see wars from the TV and the media all the time, I'm getting to experience the conflict inside of me, even though the conflict exists outside of me. Now you keep bringing that down to your loved ones and your best friends, and you'll find your immediate conflicts, right? But the whole thing that you experience as a conflict, a disharmony, happens inside of you. There is no outside of you from your point of view. Do you follow me there? Because everything that I get to experience happens in my brain. What I look at, hear, taste, feel, what's the other one? Touch, happens inside of me, right? The five senses all happen inside of me. So I'm the only thing that I know is going on. What keeps me sane is that there are other things that look like me that absolutely interact with me. That keeps me sane. If there was no one else here, I'm sure I'd go crazy. But because everybody else does that, I think that everything's going on outside of me. But think about it. Everyone I think that everyone is, all the people I know literally and personally, and all the people I don't know, they all happen inside of me. And that's the same for you. That means that everyone that you think is going on outside of you is actually going on inside of you. We're all going on inside of each other. That's the actual truth. There is only one inside with all of us going on in there. And with the physical realm, it looks like we're all separate from each other. but we're not separate from each other. But that's a different video, because I want to talk about peace. The reason I'm saying that, the reason I'm saying this about peace is that the conflict is always within you. And it's never because of something outside of you, because there isn't an outside of you. Not from your point of view. The whole thing is happening inside of you. So to get to a place of peace quickly, I need to heal the conflict that happens inside of me. The conflict between North America and North Korea that happens inside of me. I can heal that for me, not for them maybe. If enough of us did it, I think it would heal it. I do believe that. But for me, I can heal it by getting to a place of peace between it. And if I do that all the way back to the real conflicts that I have in my life with people and situations that go on in my immediate reality, then what happens is I find peace. Now, how do you heal the conflict? Well, the first thing you've got to recognize is that it's all me. There is only me going on. Think about it. The only thing that you know about is what you think life is. Therefore, life is you. Because anything that you think anything is going on inside of you. And there's nothing that you know of going on outside of you. Nothing at all. Not one thing. Everything that you know everything is happens inside of you. Therefore, it must be you. You can't say that anything that happens inside of me isn't me. Impossible. Everything that you think everything is you. Therefore, you are everything. You're the only thing going on that you know of. You really are the only thing going on. There's nothing else going on. So from my point of view, I know that I'm the only thing going on ever in my entire life experience. I'm the only thing going on that I know of, right? It's all going on and it interacts with me, but I'm the only thing I know that's actually going on. So the conflict is always inside of me about anything that I could possibly think of. If I have a side, the one side says that I'm righteous and this is the right side, and that side's the wrong side, that's going on inside of me. I'm essentially saying this part of me is right and that part of me is wrong all the time, because it's all happening inside of me. So to get to a place of peace and quickly, I need to forgive myself for not understanding the conflict. I forgive myself for not really understanding where America's coming from in their point of view, for not understanding war, for not understanding politics enough. I forgive everyone involved in that has something to do with me, my relationship with it, right? Now you can say, but you can't forgive them because da-da-da-da, and you can't forgive them because da-da-da-da. But it's going on inside of me, so I can do whatever I want, and I'm going to forgive. So I forgive North Korea because they have a point of view that they believe is correct. From my point of view, that is. Only from my point of view. So I'm looking at it from where I stand. I'm not saying what I'm saying is right. I'm saying what I'm saying is right to heal the conflict within me. Right? So I'm going to get off my righteousness about knowing anything about it, because the truth is I don't. Because it goes on inside of me. And I'm going to say, I forgive myself. And I set myself free from that big conflict. Now I can do that with everything. Here's the thing, you don't have to forgive other people. You only have to forgive yourself in the situation that you're in. So if someone left you, you don't need to forgive them, but you have to forgive yourself for everything related to it. I forgive myself for being sad. I forgive myself for not seeing the signs. I forgive myself for not communicating well enough. I forgive myself for anything that comes up, but it's always a forgiveness of self, because you're the only thing going on. There isn't anyone else. Yes, I know they exist, but from your point of view, you're the only thing. You're the only thing that you'll ever need to forgive. You're the only place that will ever need peace happening within it, because you're the only thing going on. And when you recognize that, you'll see that you are everything. And as you heal the conflicts that you find inside of yourself and bring peace to you, abundance comes. I talked about this in the forgiveness video. Of course, abundance starts coming because you've got no fight inside. You're at peace with this. You're saying yes to what life is, and life is abundant. And when you start saying yes to what life is, life becomes you. You become life, and you become abundant. That's why getting to peace is absolutely imperative, and it'll make you feel great. Honestly, trust me when I say that. Everything starts to feel better, and when you feel better, life is better. You don't need anything, quote unquote, out there to feel better. It's got everything to do with how you communicate with yourself. So start and end with bringing peace to all of the conflicts inside of yourself. It'll radically change your life. Okay, that's it for this week. Thank you so much for listening, for watching. If you like this video, please give me the thumbs up, and if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, you're very welcome to. I appreciate you watching me. Thank you so much, and I shall see you next week. Thank you.